Okay, Mark, get ready, set, go.
Start.
Kelly's here.
Wow!
Zelly's here.
Perfect!
Gaming.
That's amazing!
Alright. Welcome back, everybody. It's me, Zelly, from Kelly&Zelly Gaming. Hello. We're back again playing Triangle Strategy. We just completed Chapter 2 and are about to start Chapter 3. So the last time we had a tourney where we fought Sir Maxell and the other companies that were there, and we placed second in the tourney out of 4 people. So it's like a B or a C grade. Not bad, right? Mm-hmm. And now we're about to progress to the next part of it, Chapter 3. So, what do you think, Kelly?
We should get started.
Alright, fair enough. Who's your favorite character, though?
Frederica.
Frederica? Why?
Her fiery passion.
Fiery passion? Ooh, sounds hot. Let's get at it. Load save data. Oh, mine's Benedict, by the way.
All right.
Serenoa and his stalwart allies prove their mettle against the realm's fiercest warriors before finally facing Sir Maxell, victor of the previous tourney. After a hard-fought match, the Dawn Spear emerges victorious once more. Though beaten in the end, Serenoa's courageous display impresses itself upon all in attendance. Any doubts concerning House Wolffort's martial might are put to rest. Thus marks an end to the tourney and the festivities as a whole. With the spirit of harmony in their hearts, the delegates of each nation make preparations for their return voyages.
Chapter 3, Part 1. Whither the River Flows.
Alright. Wait. But does a river flower? No, wither's meant for flowers, but I'm... Yeah, okay.
Seeing our honored guests off shall be your last lordly duty this day. Now, I remind you.
It is not to be taken lightly. Worry not, Benedict. They shall be sent off with all the pomp they deserve.
You take to your new role well, Lord Serenoa. As I must now take to my own. Pray, visit me at the mines whenever you have the time.
Farewell, Frederica. May we never meet again.
Wow.
Thank you for such a productive use of our valuable time. I do so love interminable speeches and watching brutes play at war. Truly, the spirit of Glenbrook was on display for all to see. Oh, but I should watch my tongue. Wouldn't want her to go whimpering to brother.
Wow.
Pay my fool cousin no mind. We have work to do. Work more important than any he could hope to be trusted with.
I apologize for those two. This was a fruitful day for all in attendance.
I am glad to hear you say so, General Avlora.
I can't believe we lost. I thought you were supposed to be one of Hyzante's greatest warriors.
Our foe was a worthy one. It would be an honor to cross blades again someday.
Thank you for your hospitality. Please give my regards to Lord Simone.
Of course, Minister.
It would seem everyone is gathered. You'll find your boats are laden with a bounty of Glenbrook's finest wares and victuals. King Ragnar asks that you eat and drink your fill, and toast to our 3 nations' newfound alliance.
More of that swill you call wine? I suppose I could force myself to partake.
Your king honors us with his generosity. We shall present these as offerings to the goddess of salt. The Hierophant, too, will no doubt be overjoyed.
Lord Wolffort, I bring a message from King Regna. He would have you join our guests on their return voyage to serve as their envoy.
This is a great honor, my lord. You would represent our nation and speak with the king's voice.
If it is His Majesty's wish, it is a duty I will gladly accept. But there are 2 vessels and only one of me. Did King Regna say which of our honored guests I should accompany?
He would leave that decision to you, Lord Wolffort.
Lord Falks, as representative of another of Glenbrook's high houses, will board the ship you do not.
And why was House Tellior not given this honor? Last I knew, our kingdom had 3 high houses, not 2.
Mere fact that you whimper those words before us is answer enough. Good show at the tourney, Lord Serenoa. You truly are your father's son. The king has seen fit to leave this decision in your hands, and I shall not gainsay his wisdom.
A lord must be worldly as well as wise. I trust you will conduct yourself as befits the lord of a high house.
Thank you, Sir Maxwell, Lord Falks.
The king has entrusted this decision to you, my lord. I suppose you have an idea as to why.
He means to test my judgment. He is waiting to see which I choose and for what reason.
Indeed. We are friendly with both nations now, so neither choice will earn his ire. That said, there is no telling how these relations may change going forward. No doubt, the choice you make will have an effect on our own house's relationship with the nation you choose.
I understand. This requires careful consideration. Benedict, gather the others. I would hear their opinions on the matter. Then we shall consult the scales of conviction.
At once, my lord.
Tavern is now available at the encampment.
Okay. Well, alright. So nice little cutscene about us possibly going on a journey to another nation for accompaniment. That'll be cool.
Yeah.
Kind of like an ambassador, if you will.
I'll be interested to see how they use the scale in making his decision on which way he decides to go.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Sundry shop is now available at the encampment.
Is it Sundry or is it Sundry?
Sundry.
Sundry? Okay. Alright. I'll do that. We even have a scale thing here.
Yeah. Serenoa decides whether his house will make the journey to the Grand Duchy of Aesfrost or the Holy State of Hyzante.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'd almost want to do... I think if I had to choose... You know, probably the Holy State of Hyzante.
That's the one I would do too.
I think. Anywhere else we can go up here? Just a quick little check. Any side quests, any side missions at all yet?
Nope.
Wait, what's this nation? Flakes Domestic. Oh, Glenbrook, okay.
Yeah, like different regions. So that's the Holy State of...
Look how it sparkles.
I love how the lake's shaped like a heart.
Oh my god, I didn't even notice that. Do you think that was designer intent that they did that?
Yes.
It's pretty cool. I love the water effects in here too. It looks really good, the shine of light and everything on here. It's super cool. Alright. Let's make the decision.
It seems your first test as Lord has come. 'Tis no small matter either.
Indeed, but I needn't face it alone. I would ask each of you where you think we should go and why. State your case before the scales of conviction. Then we shall decide our destination.
We take a vote and the consensus determines our action. Is that it?
So I think it's interesting how it's kind of like they're going to have members of his team weigh in on the decision they're going to make.
Yeah, this seems like a very basic form of democracy going forward, where everybody has their own vote and gets to see what they want to do, being sort of conservative, you know. All right.
That is correct. So long as my allies walk by my side, their opinions carry equal weight to mine. Such is the way of House Wolffort. As Lord, I shall bear the weight of consequence for the Scales' decision, whatsoever they may be.
You are more serious than usual, my friend.
He understands what it means to be lord of his house.
Well, I hope you have room for a stowaway, because I'm going too. In secret, of course. I trust the new Lord Wolffort will handle the ponderous negotiations and diplomacy with grace.
Your Highness, you cannot be...
You may stay ashore if you wish, Huette.
You know I cannot allow that. If you insist on going, then I shall attend you.
Well then, it would seem the matter is settled.
There is exactly one coin for each of us.
It seems fate has conspired to bring balance to our proceedings.
How curious.
Curious? I see it as a sign that the heavens approve of my joining you.
You are ever the optimist, my friend.
Shall we proceed, my lord? One coin, one vote.
Very well. I would hear each of your thoughts on the matter in turn. Then you shall place your coin upon the scales of conviction and illuminate the road ahead.
Aesfrost or Hyzante? What would that we had the time to visit both?
I think this might be exploration time.
Although I may not have my own token of conviction, it is my duty to lend an ear to their arguments.
Okay.
An honest exchange of opinions will hopefully lead to a decision that satisfies all who vote.
Very cool. The path of the story will be determined by the consensus of your party as played out through voting scenes. Each of your allies will cast their vote according to his or her own convictions. As the player, you will be bound to the decision of the majority. Before voting commences, you may attempt to persuade the others to change their minds. Whether or not your attempt succeeds will only be revealed when the votes are cast. The strength of Serenova's convictions will affect the chances of success. Oh. Wow. The key to winning over your party is gathering the necessary information beforehand. That information may not always be found in the same room where the votes are cast. So be proactive in talking to everyone you meet on your journey.
Which, that's what we did exactly when we were at the party. We talked to everyone that was basically at the party for the most part.
Right, we read some books, gathered some more intel, and was able to kind of, learn some background. Cool. Well, I see this to be playing a big part into...
So right off the bat, it shows that those
traveling.
who want to go to Aesfrost and those who want to go to Hyzante. And then Roland looks like that's the only one that's undecided at the moment.
Well, I think we should try to... So we want to go to Hyzante, so let's try to talk to Eridor first.
Listen, lad.
Can't very well say Hyzante holds much appeal to me. Sorsley and Exharme are too clever by half. I'm sure the people of Aesfrost will give a warm reception, even if their weather won't. The way I see it, you can't go wrong with a visit to Aesfrost, considering your nuptial circumstances. Bring in persuasion. Yep. Ah, you want to go to Hyzante, do ye? Care telling me why, my lord? Oh.
The sand and sun must make people of a different sort than here. It would be interesting to meet them. I've long wanted to visit the source. It is the cornerstone of all life, and Norzelia, after all.
Huh, and the third one is locked, so we don't have the bit of information. So which one do you think is going to be more convincing? Since I must make people of a different sort.
For his kind of character, what do you think would be more convincing to him?
I think the second one.
The second one?
The sand and sun must make people of a different sort than here. It would be interesting to meet them. Actually, maybe the first one.
First one?
I'm thinking more like the people. And I feel like the second one's almost kind of like the way of life.
Yeah.
I think you'd be more of like a people person.
Mm-hmm.
Should we do that one?
Yeah, let's try that one.
I suppose I can't argue with that. A beggar's belief to imagine all the green around us replaced with sand. I don't doubt the sands have weathered some mighty hard folk. Could they have been something to teach us?
I've made up my mind.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts on the matter, my lord. Oh, alright. Oh, he's undecided. Okay, cool.
So once we talk to everyone, they'll kind of...
So I think I'm going to save Roland until the end when we talk to the other ones. Wait, no. Roland's... Oh, no, it's Anna. Anna's the one that's not undecided. Doubtless Aesfrost will be close, partner, in the days ahead. It'd be wise to see how they live, don't you think? Begin persuasion. What reasons have you wanted to visit Hyzante?
I just have a...
Ooh, we got a third unlock. Okay.
Okay, I just have a feeling the salt from the source has made them
Prosperous?
Yes, that word.
Uh-huh.
I would be interested in seeing how that wealth manifests itself. I would be fascinated to see a society where everyone is truly equal.
I feel like the third one would definitely be the one to go
Yeah, that's
with.
the one I would do too.
Certainly.
Indeed, they say Hyzante is a country without kings or nobles. It's hard to imagine. But why imagine when we could see it with our own eyes? An interesting proposal. I wonder what everyone else thinks. You've given me much to consider, friend. Interesting, okay.
Then we have Hewitt to talk to.
Do you think we should talk to the other characters that are already on the side of Holy State of Hyzante?
Well, you're not really persuading them to go the other direction, so I don't see why you have to.
Right.
Aesfrost soldiers are said to be among the strongest in all of Norzelia. However, that is only hearsay. I mean to judge them for myself.
Okay. I wish to visit the holy state of Hyzante.
Hyzante has its charms as well, I am sure, but what about it appeals to you, my lord? I wish to see how their touted equality works in practice, for it is only words to me. I would like to visit the source. There is nothing like it else in the world. Can you unlock this one too, like you did the last one, or did that just happen like magic last time?
Oh, darn it. I didn't mean to pick that. Okay.
Indeed, to hear from Azaleas, their society seems like a paradise. I find it difficult to imagine.
I tried to move down to push A, but I just went to the first one and pushed it instead, I guess.
I can scarce imagine a way of life not dictated by nobility and birth. Without such a life, I would never have found myself in Prince Roland's service. I would never have found this pride.
Okay.
Thank you, my lord. I suppose there may be some merit in visiting Hyzante.
Hyzante is deep in thought.
So I feel like we only should talk to the ones that
Lord Serenoa.
We were just trying to change their opinion.
Right. Yeah, I totally agree.
Aesfrost or Hyzante, it makes no difference to me where you go. I shall follow.
Alright.
Still, I would like to hear your thoughts on the matter, my lord.
Okay. State of Hyzante.
They say Hyzante is a nation of salt and sand. Do you have a reason to go there? I hear everyone is treated as equals. I would see the truth of that claim. I scarce imagine so much sand I would like to see with my own eyes. Oh my gosh. I would do the
first one?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know much sand.
Equality for all. Can there really be such a place?
But
if so, I would like to walk its streets and speak to its people. Thank you for sharing, my lord. I see now why you wish to visit Hyzante.
Anna is deep in thought. Alright.
I don't feel like it's necessary to talk to the rest of them because you're not trying to persuade them to the other one,
Lord
right?
Serenoa.
I'll visit this to see what they say. Hyzante's Ministry of Medicine is said to be a beacon of progress in both medicine and magic. I believe we could benefit greatly from seeing the fruits of their knowledge with our own eyes.
Yeah, because you're trying to convince them to go to Aesfrost instead, so that's why I said we don't need to talk to the other three.
Alright, postpone. Yep, let's try the voting now. See how everybody votes. I wonder if we convinced anybody.
I guess we'll find out.
It is time to cast our votes. Do we journey to the Grand Duchy of Aesfrost or the Holy State of Hyzante? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
You've convinced me.
If that is your wish, then so be it. Hyzante is just as good as Aesfrost. I guess the ones you talk to don't really say anything different.
You have my vote.
Where my lord goes, I follow.
I changed my mind.
Hyzante has its charms, I admit. Charms I need to see for myself. He's gonna be the breaking vote.
You won me over.
I'm behind you, my lord. Very cool.
So I think that means we won.
I think so.
Scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
Because we convinced 4 people. Because they each said their line of
You
text.
convinced everybody.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Alright.
That's great.
The way forward is decided. We journey to Hyzante.
Yes.
Alright. Cool. We're all on the same team. Very cool.
We have decided. We set sail for the holy state of Hyzante. Whether or not it proves to be the right choice will depend on our actions. I trust in you all.
We are ready to set sail, Lord Patriot.
Very good, my lord. When you pay respects to the Holy One and the Saintly Seven, remember that you do so on behalf of our king.
Will do.
Lord Serenoa, we are honored that you would choose to grace our nation with your presence. That said, I must offer you a warning as well.
It may be in Lady Frederica's best interests to remain here in Glenbrook. I fear there may be some complications were she to come to Hyzante.
Huh? She is half-sister to the Archduke and my betrothed besides. What complications could there possibly be?
None, if I had any say in it. However, the matter is more delicate than that.
Your lady's hair would draw attention. Unfortunately, none of it favorable.
My mother's hair. The pink locks of the Roselle. Mother once told me of how her people fled Hyzante.
Then you know how the Roselle are viewed in our nation. How the gospel of the goddess regards them as sinners.
Yes, I do. But I am from Aesfrost, and I assure you I have committed no sins.
Of course, my lady. Very well then. I will do all in my power to see your visit is a pleasant one.
Thank you. Pray forgive my outburst.
I think she should just dye her hair. If it's gonna be that much of a problem, I would just dye it a different color.
Yeah, I had the same idea actually too when we just talked about that. I was like, yeah, they could just dye it with like some tailor dye or something if they want to, you know, or something. Maybe some food, maybe a dye, maybe chemicals. They have to have something like that, I would think.
Mash up some fruit.
You've no need to apologize. Still, I must ask, are you certain?
I must go. I would see with my own eyes. See where and how my mother and her people suffered.
Ooh, she could also wear a disguise.
That too. Oh, Whether the River Flows completed.
Well, that was a quick chapter.
Wow. Was that really a chapter?
Yeah.
Oh, alright. Save it again.
Completed chapter 3. That was fast. Compared to the last 2 chapters, that one was a breeze.
Yeah.
My gosh.
Interesting. I wonder if I should do multiple saves. Do you think I should? Maybe. Maybe we'll see it later on, I guess. I wonder if this is still part of chapter 3.
By order of King Regna, Serenoa escorts their esteemed guests back home, beyond the forest and over the mountains to a vast sand-swept land. Before long, a grand wall of stone rises before them. Known as the Goddess's Shield, behind it lies the source, Noselia's only supply of salt. Upon the lake shores of the source towers a giant likeness of the goddess, ever watching over the flourishing city and the palace below. This is the holy state of Hyzante.
Chapter 3, Part 2. A Land of Sand and Sun.
Okay, so there will be parts. That's good to know.
I had heard tales of the goddess's shield, but its grandeur surpasses even my imagination.
That is one grand wall, don't you think, Zelly?
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. It does remind me of like European architecture.
Look at the detail into that.
And just, yeah,
Wow.
the arches, the walls, the everything. The pillars, yeah, very astounding.
It protected the holy state from both Glenbrook and Aesfrost during the war. None in history have succeeded in breaching it. Do you think you might fare better, Lord Serenoa?
I don't think so.
I think penetrating these walls would be nigh impossible.
I agree.
A most courteous answer. I should have expected as much.
Oh, the weight of those doors. Wow.
What's that sound?
Could this be?
Is this the hour of worship I've heard so much about?
Indeed. Hyzantians offer their prayers up to the goddess's statue every day. They thank her for her blessing, for bestowing us with the source, from which all Norsalia's salt is harvested.
To see every citizen pray is astonishing.
The goddess truly is at the center of all Hyzante, just as the stories say.
Even so, are there none who'd use this time of worship to rob their fellow citizens?
There are none so misguided among the goddess's believers.
All Hyzantians are guaranteed food, clothing, and shelter. The Holy State has done everything in its power to eliminate poverty and ensure equality. As a result, no one envies others or craves riches for selfish reasons.
Certainly, if everyone were equal, there would be naught to fight about.
But achieving absolute equality is impossible.
The words of an unbeliever. The goddess showers her blessings fairly upon all who follow her teachings.
Showers, huh?
Before we visit the Hierophant, there is one thing I must tell you about Lady Frederica.
Under normal circumstances, the head of our nation would not permit an audience with one of Rosellan extract. We have explained the circumstances, however, and she has been granted special permission to enter the palace as an envoy.
That said, we would ask that Lady Frederica remain silent before the Holy One.
Silent? Why?
I reiterate that typically she would not be so much as allowed to attend. We ask for your understanding of our creed.
You mean to treat one of Glenbrook's delegates as if she weren't even there?
Prince Roland, you are here in secret. It would not do for you to gainsay another nation's religious creed. I have no objections.
My apologies.
You needn't apologize. Let us do what we came here for.
We appreciate your understanding. Now then, let us show you to the palace.
Roland definitely seems like the ladies' man. Like, if he had a girl, he'd do anything for her.
You think he's the hopeless romantic?
Probably.
Do you think him and Hyzante will hook up? Because Hyzante's kind of like looking after him, right?
I mean, most of the time it's commonplace that the attendant and the royal usually get it on in some kind of way, right?
Yeah, true. Whether on screen or off screen, yeah. It usually is implied. Yeah, no, I'd be curious to see. I wonder why, though, too, is being quiet for Frederica, but it seems like she's understanding and has a level head. You know, so that's really good to know. Equality, too, yeah. He's right. The equality is just one thing, but it won't ever last.
That is where the Hierophant resides.
The Hierophant imparts us with the goddess's divine messages. None are allowed to look upon the Holy One's face. None save Minister Edor, who conveys their divine words to us.
Pardon our intrusion. Lord Serenoa Wolffort of Glenbrook has escorted us home on behalf of King Regna.
The Hierophant speaks to you. Serenoa Wolffort, we thank you for your gracious gesture. We are overjoyed and humbled that you have chosen to grace our nation with your presence.
I am unworthy of such high praise, but honored nonetheless.
House Wolffort and Hyzante have shared a deep bond ever since the Saltire War. On behalf of the Saintly Seven, it is my wish that our friendship will be as strong as it was with your Lord Father.
But of course, I strive to one day measure up to his greatness.
You will also, in time, succeed Lord Simon as advisor to the mining venture, I hear. The Hierophant would hear your true thoughts on the endeavor.
I think it a significant stepping stone towards peace between the three nations. I think it a valuable endeavor that will fairly profit everyone. I fear the intentions of the three nations are not aligned. I sense a storm is brewing on the horizon.
Ooh, okay. Things of Albion Endeavor, the Frail Prophet. A storm is brewing. Something so towards peace between the three nations. I feel like the third one. But... or the second one, maybe. No, I think if I was to be truth speaking, I would think like this, because I feel like the salt mines going forward would cause a problem with whichever's nation. This is between the three of them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, because if it's just between our nations, then it wouldn't benefit the third one. Right? So it wouldn't benefit Aesfrost.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the third one being bold.
I fear the intentions of the three nations are not aligned. I sense a storm is brewing on the horizon.
Lord Serenoa, is that not a slight to our efforts in this endeavor?
Not at all.
Even so, I will not deny my curiosity. Pray, tell us more.
While we may indeed be working together, our motives differ. There's no disputing that. But we must accept that reality and join hands if we truly wish to enrich our nations.
I see. So you believe in freedom and competition. However, in such a world, only the strong will thrive and the weak will weep.
Even so.
Lord Serenoa, the Holy One wishes for peace and equality across all Norzelia. It is our hope that you will trust in the Holy State's good intentions.
Of course.
The goddess always watches over those who believe in her. May you all receive her divine protection.
I apologize for visiting you in secret, but there's something I must ask you. I have heard that the people of Hyzante live in equality. They say the goddess showers blessings upon those who follow her teachings. But is that the only reason?
Oh, a studious one you are, Prince Roland. King Regna has raised you well. Of course, the goddess's teachings are at the core of the equality our citizens enjoy. But there are many measures taken by the Holy State to ensure the happiness of our people.
Minister Lila's Ministry of Medicine, which dedicates itself to the study of preserving life, is another example of this. The results of their research have allowed many people to overcome illness and injury and live long, healthy lives.
Fascinating. I would like to hear more about Hyzante's medical discoveries.
I see we managed to pique your interest. Minister Lila, I leave our guests in your capable hands. Pray, show them around the ministry and let them admire Hyzante's pursuit of life and magic.
I wasn't expecting the old man's voice to be so deep-pitched.
Yeah. The Hierophant was behind those...
curtains.
Okay. I thought so. House Wolffort is invited to the Ministry of Medicine through Frederica cannot help but feel less than welcome in their midst. Oh. Well, I can't blame them.
A side story.
Should we do it?
Franny and Cordelia talk about their brother Roland in his absence. Ooh, some juicy gossip.
Ooh, brother's not there. What's he gonna do? We miss him, but he's also terrible.
Brother, where is Roland? I've yet to see him today.
And you shan't, for he has left. Took it upon himself to join the mission abroad.
He did? I see.
Again, prioritizing his personal wishes above his station. Is there no end to his selfishness?
You haven't any love for him, have you?
Love. I would rather think of him as little as humanly possible.
Wow.
How can you say that? He's family.
Royal family, and our duty is to the crown above all. Do not look to Roland for inspiration if you wish to carry yourself in a manner befitting your station, dear Cordelia.
Wow, Franny. Really hates Roland. But he's probably jealous, though, too, of him being able to be free to do whatever he pleases. Which leaves him stuck.
Well, it's like Franny was the firstborn, so he was like pushed on majority of the responsibilities, and then Roland's kind of like the second prince in the command. Usually the secondborn in a chain of command doesn't have as many responsibilities, so I'm sure he gets bored of castle life from time to time, so this is why he likes to go on these adventures with his buddy Serenoa.
Exactly. It reminds me of another story I read a long ago, where it says too, like the firstborn is likely to inherit the house or the title, the name, the deed, etc. Others aren't as likely, right? Secondborn, thirdborn, going forward. Alright, back to Central Hyzante. Let's see what, hopefully not trouble is brewing. It can be peaceful and equal for everybody.
Look, a Rosellan. I heard she's an envoy from Glenbrook.
Be that as it may, is her kind even allowed to enter our halls?
I can only assume she received special permission, since Minister Lila's showing her around.
Ironic, considering the wishes of us researchers are hardly ever granted.
What a splendid facility you have here. I can see why your nation excels in the medical arts.
Normally, only ministry staff are allowed in. Having outsiders view our work is unprecedented.
We cannot thank you enough for your generosity.
If I heard correctly, it sounds like you are researching life itself.
That we are. In order to cure illnesses and injuries, we must set our sights high.
Even illnesses deemed uncurable in other nations?
There is no miracle panacea in this world, but we like to think nothing is impossible.
Wonderful. And would you be willing to share those results with others, should you achieve them?
If you believe in the goddess's teachings, yes. At least, that is what I would expect the Holy One to say.
Minister Lila, the preparations for the experiment are complete.
My apologies, but I must get back to work. You are free to take a look around. However, I ask you to not enter the restricted areas.
Of course, nothing is free in the Ministry, nor anywhere in Hyzante. And of course, when people are forced to adhere to teachings, there are some who will resist.
Who might you be?
Ooh.
Just a researcher, nothing more.
Oh, I don't think he's nothing more.
What's his problem?
I don't buy that for 1 second.
Yeah.
Serenoa, I could use some fresh air, if you don't mind.
But of course, let us take a break outside.
Okay. There's definitely more that's leading on to what there actually is. Than the supposed free, humble life. How are you faring, Frederica?
Better than before, thank you, but I should like to rest in the shade for a spell.
But of course, rest as long as you like. I should take a moment to get to know the city.
Some merchants are open for business during the exploration phase. and may be selling rare items you'll not find at the provisioner in the encampment. It would be wise to speak with any shopkeepers you meet.
Oh, cool. Okay. Alright, exploration mode.
I do feel bad for Frederica. There's a shiny up there, by the way, Zelly. By the flower.
Right here?
Yep.
Ooh. Oh, a recovery pellet. Awesome.
But I feel bad for Frederica that she is kind of shunned by the society, but she really can't help it with genetics and all.
Right. Yeah, should I just look around for shinies first, then talk to people, you think?
Sure, you can look for shinies, Zelly. I don't see any on this side, though.
Oh.
That's just water.
Oh,
Enter.
we can go in the home, that's right.
Yeah, you can enter the buildings.
So who's that? That looks like it. Alright, I guess we're...
You can
I can go on top of... Okay. I didn't realize. I thought that was a door. Is this a door?
Yep,
okay.
That's a door.
We're entering. Give us your goods.
It is thanks to the Hierophant that we want for nothing. Is that how you say that?
I think it's Hierophant. Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
Yeah.
Nothing in the home.
Interesting. Okay.
Very nicely decorated, though.
1-0, but we're given everything. Yeah, this definitely feels almost kind of like a cultish kind of appeal, where you have this deity, this figure that everybody worships and is like charmed by.
Have you seen the great big wall around this city? That's called the goddess's shield. It protects us and the assault from anyone who would do us harm.
Cool stuff, man. I'm going to your home. Or maybe it's not even his home.
Don't see any shinies in
here. No shinies in here? Okay. How about knowledge?
The goddess decides what those at the Ministry of Medicine should study, so they do not squander their time pondering it themselves. So higher-ups decide what the researchers do then?
It sounds like it, or they have certain issues that they address, and they leave other ones that aren't prioritized. Which makes sense if they're on a schedule, or if they have to meet certain needs. Okay, more guards, Eridor. I can't get over how I'm just like automatically going up and down stuff so easily. Let's go in the home. Any pots?
Ooh, shiny on the right by the treasure chest on the windowsill.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Ice stone.
Ooh, another shiny by the books on the table.
Is it a book? Can we... Marvels of Norzelia, Volume 3 to notes.
Oh, cool. You will find notes as the game progresses. These notes have no direct effect on the story, but they will help you better understand Azoriel and its history.
That's cool.
Oh. View the notes you've collected at any time, selecting more chronicled notes from the main menu.
Okay.
Oh.
Cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to honestly learning more about this world. Not many games have really said that because, well, the world hasn't been thought through. Okay, so...
I think you've looked in all the buildings that have doors almost.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just start talking to people.
There's also just ahead.
But you'll have to turn back.
Only with those with the proper permission can enter. Patrol around the source is always tight.
You cannot pass through here.
Nope, I don't want to talk to you. Nope, I don't want to talk to you. This one. I must ask you to turn back. How about no?
They're very protective of their salt, if anything.
Okay. Well, that's good, I suppose.
As one of the saintly seven, I imagine the production and shipment of salt, that is to say, I single-handedly bear the burden of Hyzante's finances. I can only imagine I was bestowed with such a vulnerable position in recognition of my unwavering faith to the goddess.
A lot of big words, not gonna lie. Minister Sorsley oversees all Hyzante's dealings in salt, the foundations of their nation's wealth. It is a crucial job, even among the saintly seven. That's a huge job. All finances.
Hyzante is a wonderful city. Please enjoy your time here to your heart's content. However, I ask that you not interrupt Minister Sorsley's work. And please stay away from the source. Are they hiding something at the source?
Yeah, this is just between you and me, but not everyone is happy with the Hierophant. Though I honestly don't understand why.
They're hiding something.
For sure.
Minister Exharme is always thinking of ways to make our nation even greater. He may be young, but he is still a role model to us all.
Okay.
Though it seems he views Minister Sorsley with distaste.
I had heard that Minister Exharme was in charge of military and diplomatic affairs, but it seems he goes above and beyond for his nation. I can't help but wonder where from his aversions to Minister Sorsley stem. Oi.
They have to have some history of some sort.
Okay.
The goddess is on our side. Should another war arise, I know she would ensure the Holy State's victory.
Well, you're talking about that, so it's almost like preluding.
In Hyzante, the goddess's teachings determine where you work. Even at the Ministry of Medicine, you are only allowed to research subjects decided by the goddess, though I cannot deny the significance of the results.
Okay. Oh, could the streets really be that safe in a city this wealthy? I wish I could say the same of Glenbrook. Speaking of which, we should get ourselves some souvenirs before we head home. I'm sure your fathers be happy to know if you thought of him.
Aww.
Yeah, souvenirs are definitely on my priority list. Hyzante is a blessed nation, one where everyone lives in peace. But if you happen to see anyone suspicious, be sure to alert the nearest sentry. You know, there's certainly all these ominous things about things that haven't happened but might happen.
They are. Like, they make it sound like this is a nice peaceful city, but it feels like there's some secrets hiding.
Alright, the merchant. Welcome! How can I be of service today?
Let's see.
Yeah, let's see what you got.
1,200.
So, deals wind-type magic damage to a single enemy and spreads fire. Old Drag renders select squares flammable. Rank 1 level abilities. Material required to learn level abilities. Okay, so I feel like these are...
You feel like the materials might be more beneficial later on, right?
Yeah. Well, I feel like these ones right now are going to be beneficial. The iron, the stone, timber, and the fiber for weapon abilities. The other ones right now are just like damaging spells you can just buy and just throw and they'll do stuff.
Yeah. Like maybe buy some of the materials and maybe it'll become useful later on, right?
What do you think? Maybe like, well, I could get like 2 more of each if I wanted to. How much I have? Oh, I only have 2 of iron. I don't have any stone.
Yeah.
Let's buy that.
Because he only has 2 in his store there, because it says in stock 2 on the far right.
Oh, I didn't actually notice that. That's a good point. So now we have 2 of everything.
You have 300 left.
Okay, this is all of his inventory. Can we sell anything that's worth value? We bought that. No, we got... Oh, we didn't equip this yet.
No, we
should
got that
equip
for free.
Huh? Okay.
Please
Yeah,
don't
no,
sell it.
we're going to keep everything else. I await your return. Okay, quick trip.
Have you seen the great big wall around the city that's called the Goddess's Shield? It protects us and the salt from any of us who do us harm. I feel like we've talked to you before.
Well, you know, if people can fly, you know.
From the source to the shield and the starving city between them, I can scarcely decide what has me most impressed. I can only imagine the people feel the same way, judging by the smiles on their faces. I feel like they're hiding something.
They're definitely hiding something.
It's rare for foreign dignitaries to be allowed into the ministry. Take your time looking around.
Do you wish to enter the Ministry of Medicine? No.
I mean, we're just in there, but I don't think they're hiding anything.
Alright, so these guys have phrases we have to complete.
Everyone in Hyzante knows the goddess's teachings. Obey the teachings and serve your nation, and you shall receive the goddess's blessing. It is not wealth that drives Hyzante, but the faith and happiness of a people.
but we cannot ignore wealth's importance in the equation. How has the Holy State achieved such balance? It seems idealistic to think a nation can be built on faith alone. If the people are dissatisfied, will their faith not waver? But what is it that brings the people such happiness? I thought the answer different for everyone.
That's true. Can I know the wealth's importance, but how has it achieved a new balance? Such a balance.
That's what I want to know.
I feel like we should say this to him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're on good terms. Needless to say, our wealth springs from the source. The Rizal worked there tirelessly day after day, harvesting salt to atone for their past sins. Oh my god.
Wow.
That's going to be a huge issue. We believers offer our prayer up to the goddess who bestows her blessings upon us. Those blessings in turn bring us happiness. As long as one believes in the goddess here, wealth and happiness will naturally follow. Very vague, but okay.
So
happiness and blessings.
They basically use Frederica's people as slaves for sinning.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know what their sin was, but dang.
Well, it sounds like before there was... Yeah, they sinned for whatever reason. They're very street for it. I see. Thank you, Minister. Do the Saintly Seven have the people completely under their thumb? It definitely seems that way. Well, that group at least.
I always knew the goddess and her followers looked upon the Rosa with disdain, yet I cannot help but worry for my people. I totally get you. The sins they atone for are not their own. One cannot help but wonder why they must continue to pay for them.
Yeah, no kidding.
This has less to do with the goddess's teaching than it does producing salt. It makes me wonder why other citizens do not labor at the source.
Yeah.
I find it difficult to understand why in this nation that touts equality, the Roselle must suffer such discrimination. I agree.
Yeah, these are all pretty valid points that go in the right direction. I almost want to do this one because we already know that they're already paying a price. Why are there not other people that are doing that too?
Yeah, no kidding. You mean to say the teachings ignore efficiency and profit?
This nation was built upon their profits from salt. The source is a sacred place, and yet only the Rizal are forced to labor away there. Oh, good point.
Hyzante has already accumulated significant wealth off their salt taxes. I doubt there are any who wish for more in exchange for such painstaking work.
Very interesting.
I think
Was there anybody else?
I think we talked to everyone in town.
Okay. I'm gonna go back here to see if there's anything we might have missed in here. Just to see if there's any shinies, maybe?
Shinies. Ooh, shiny on the
Ooh,
bed.
shiny! Ice amulet.
Ooh, another shiny on the bed.
Alright. On the left?
On the right.
Right. Where, over here?
On the pillow.
Did I see something right there?
Yeah. Another ice
Another ice stone. So these are the things you can throw, I think.
Oh,
we can go up
Benedict's.
here.
Benedict's up there.
Can we just run across so quickly? Sorry. Alright. The goddess saves us all for who believe in her. We research though that we may aid her to the end. Okay. Can we go over here?
I was like, Benedict's up
Ooh,
there. I don't see why
shiny.
you can't.
600.
Money, we get the money.
Alright, this is a wealthy capital. Wait.
Researchers immerse themselves in whatever the goddess bids them study. Devoting our time to those studies is what brings us the greatest joy.
Okay. Benedict. The goddess's teachings unite the people. They are what govern this nation. Perhaps there is something to be learned in all this. This area is off limits. There are more delicate matters being researched up ahead. As such, I'll have to ask you to turn back. You know, it's like when you get, yep, okay, I thought that was an item you could maybe pick up.
Nope.
Because they're very vague, which I'm sure that's on purpose, but I want to know more. I really do. How do my legs work? I'm able to go up and down heights so quickly.
It's our honor to help the sick and injured. The study of life fascinates me so. We may even unlock the secret to immortality someday.
Okay, miss. This is as far as you go. Only those with the goddess's permission can enter. Researchers are highly respected in Hyzante. The ministry is the symbol of our nation's knowledge and a source of the people's pride. Alright. I can't go in there, right?
Nope.
Yeah. Alright.
I think we're done with our exploration.
Yep, I think you're right. So let me... do I have to talk to you? Let me go back to the streets. Yeah, there wasn't anything else over here, right, to go into. I'm just really worried if I do miss something, we won't be able to, like, go back, right? So it's like...
Yeah.
I don't want to go into, like, a house that we can't go back to. Why can't I go anywhere? Alright, I just wanted to...
I'm pretty sure you got all the spots, Zelly.
You sure?
Yeah. I'm sure.
Alright. Alright. Alright, I'm going to...
Plus mark for end exploration.
I had best regroup with the others.
We got our hands on a fine souvenir thanks to Lady Frederica.
It is quite the feat indeed. Serenoa has terrible taste when it comes to gifts.
Thank you indeed, Frederica.
It was my pleasure.
Should we ask Minister Lila about what ails Lord Simon?
No. Even now, Lord Simon commands great influence. We cannot let others know about his condition.
I understand. Not even our allies can know of our weaknesses, lest they use them against us.
Indeed. We cannot risk exposing ourselves to such danger, for the young lord's sake as well.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, what was that?
What was that?
It appears there is a stir around the ministry.
Oh no.
I shall investigate.
I got chills from that music. Oh my god.
Kidding. That was sudden.
Oh. A scream resounds through the Ministry of Medicine. House Wolffort arrives on the scene shortly after to see... Oh man, what happened? Well, you know what?
We're gonna end this on a cliffhanger!
I guess we are. God, now I know how that feels. Well, yeah, we went through the town. We learned a great deal about what's going on and how everybody's being treated and the equality and everything, too. Is not what it seems to be.
No, like, they were known for their charm and equality and their medicine, but their quality doesn't seem what it seems to be.
Yeah, and using Rosella as slaves in the most secretive places, really odd.
But what did her people sin against, though?
What was that?
What did her people sin against?
Sin against? I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Just against the goddess's wishes?
I'm guessing so. We're going against the Hierophants, maybe desire. This could be like an anarchy thing where if, well, you don't agree with them, you get punished.
Exactly.
Alright. Awesome. Well, hey, we made it to Hyzante. We helped escort as an envoy, and we're preparing to see what happens next. I can only imagine what the scream is, so we'll look forward to it next time. This is Zelly from Kelly&Zelly Gaming. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye!
Bye-bye. Wow, nice work.
I know you sat your fat butt down too long, Taylor.